Hello again. Now, just a few weeks to go before the ANC's national conference. Party leader Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa is gunning for a second term and will go head-to-head with Dr. eNCA for the top position. Paul Mashatile, Ronald Lamula and Oscar Mabuyane are also vying for the deputy president post. The ANC released its top 6 nominations yesterday. Only 2 women in the lineup. Well, for more reaction, let's discuss this with political analyst Mazwe Majola. Mazwe, good afternoon. Welcome to today here on eNCA. Thank you very much for joining us. I mean, we've had some 24 hours now, 24 hours later to reflect on some of those nominations. And from a leadership perspective, what's standing out for you? Were you surprised by what you saw?
Good evening, Braden, and to the listeners and the viewers. No, we were not surprised because obviously it has been coming that it has been predicted that Ramaphosa and eNCA were the one who really were gunning for the top job of the ANC. So while one was not surprised, but I was disappointed that really the ANC branches could go ahead and destroy its own noble movement, because it seems like ANC doesn't care anymore. I even wonder if ANC has conceded defeat for 2024 elections, because putting those 2 as the presidential candidates of the ANC and obviously of the country in 2024, you can see that they have put a big nail in the coffin of the organization, because those 2 candidates don't inspire confidence, don't inspire trust. They are discredited. They've got scandals. So as to why the ANC, with so many good men and women inside the organization, very good leaders, that they would not really identify someone who is not tainted and clouded to go and face, or rather to be elected as the president, and also to be elected as a president of the country.
You know, you're mentioning the scandals, and a thought that went through my head on reflection after listening to Mr. Kgalema Motlanthe yesterday was that in vetting these names that have been nominated by the branches for the different top 6 positions of the ANC, one of the aspects that they attended to was scrutiny of their financial affairs. And I was wondering, if you were doing that, surely the Phala farm scandal you should be worried about, especially because next week we'll find out whether the 3-person independent panel that Parliament has appointed to look into that, whether or not Ramaphosa is a case to answer, is set to announce finish its report and submit it to Parliament, and then Parliament on the 6th of December will debate it. So what if? And then, of course, although Dr. eNCA has been at pains to explain that he personally is not found to have done anything wrong in the digital vibe scandal, the questions still remain. So what financial scrutiny was being done?
You see, that's a big question, Braden, and I just hope that the good men and women of the ANC within the organization, that already they are talking about these issues, that yes, we have put these 2 individuals, but these 2 individuals are a liability, in the organization. And there is a big question that the former president, Thabo Mbeki, put to the ANC, that what if, as we are talking about, that in a week or 2, there will be a report from parliamentary panel. But even if Ramaphosa is cleared, even if it's cleared, remember that there will be just a legal processes, but, you can't run away from ethical issues. You can't run away from reputational issues. You can't hide it. You can't ignore it. You can't avoid it. It's gonna follow you all the time. It follows you like your shadow. So it's something that you cannot put aside. South Africans are not idiots. ANC members, they can do this to prove a certain point, because you can see that there are certain individuals within the ANC, even branches, that really it's more about putting is putting a certain statement or a point that whether you like it, whatever you say about these people, but we are going to put them, we want them, So it's arrogance personified.
Yeah, thank you, Mazwe Majola, for your insights there. As you conclude there, I'm reminded of what Mama Graça Machel said just the other day at this year's annual lecture, the Nelson Mandela Annual Memorial Lecture that was delivered in Durban, and that not just South Africa, but the whole world currently is facing a dearth of good, solid leadership. And we have these leaders that ANC branches believe are the ones who can take the ANC and, of course, the country forward if they win the elections in 2024. Thank you for your time and your insights this afternoon.